Hello and welcome to the Way of Life podcast. I'm your host here, Bobby, and it's a pleasure to be able to be sitting here and pressing record on the first episode of this journey that I look forward to sharing together with everyone out there. It's a journey that's been in the making for over 10 years now, and I'm taking it to its next phase, which is using the technology that we have available to us in this planet and wanting to get these messages, these words of wisdom out there. So, to talk a little bit about the Way of Life podcast and what it is, I think that I have to talk a bit about my journey, how I got to where I am right now. It involves some traumatic experiences, as everyone has throughout their life. And these experiences were, in a theater of war. I found myself in South America kind of running away from all that. And the next thing I knew, I was in Colombia and I was drinking yahe or ayahuasca, as people may know it as. And it was that moment that my life really changed course. And I was able to do some serious healing with the plant medicines of the Americas, of the center of the earth, as some elders call it, or the red heart of the world. And it was not only the plants that I've been consuming for the last over 10 years that helped me through this whole process, but it was also the cultural aspect or the indigenous perspective and understanding of the world, their knowledge of the world, and how they apply that in a day-to-day life. For me, drinking plant medicine or submersing yourself in that culture is very powerful. It's life-changing. And it's something that you can put yourself into, go through challenges, and then come back and be able to offer something to your family, to your lineage, to your community. And I'm not talking about so much as like offering plant medicine or anything like that. I leave that up to the elders. But I'm talking about, ways of living, ways of being connected, a deeper connection to the earth, a deeper connection to the elements, a deeper connection to water. What is water to you? What is the fire? Is it your grandfather? Is it something you burn plastic in? Is it something you see when you go out to a party? Or is it a spiritual grandfather that's there protecting you, that contains the complete knowledge and memory of us as a race, as a human existence or consciousness? What is your relationship with the air, the wind, the oxygen we're consuming right now? What is your relationship with the earth, your grandmother that you sit on? What is your relationship with children, with elders, with the sun, the moon, the water systems that flow through the territory in which you live in, the mountains, the ocean, the animal kingdoms, the plant life? What is your connection with music, with vibration, with dance, with ceremony, with altar? What is your connection with plants, medicinal plants? So the Way of Life podcast is a series of interviews that I'll be having with different elders from around the world. Right now, I'm taking some time out from my journey in South America where I live, have my home, where I live with my family, and I'm in my homeland in Australia. So I thought it was a good opportunity to start the podcast here in the place where I was born and to interview and connect with Indigenous elders and wisdom keepers, storytellers of Australia. So I'm embarking on this journey and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you where we can learn. We can sit down and listen and we can learn how things used to be learnt in the oral tradition by listening. We can listen to these elders and listen to their words of wisdom. And we can understand different ways or see a different perspective of how to live life, how to be more connected. In this time, more than ever, it's needed. It's a time of sharing, of coming together. Coming together, we say, around the fire, sharing the things that need to be shared so that we can move forward as an existence, that we can maintain clarity, that we can maintain a sense of groundedness in the earth, that we're not living in illusion or those kind of fantasy worlds that are popping up everywhere. So I've spent the last, I would say, 13 years working very extensively and closely with Indigenous elders from North and Central and South America. And I've created a lot of relationships and spiritual memories with different people and Indigenous groups and communities. And part of my vision is to share that, share the knowledge that they hold for the good of everyone out there, to give you the opportunity to be sitting in your lounge room or listening with your headphones in or wherever it is you're on the train to work, that you can plug in and that you can have access to some of, if not the most powerful knowledge that is out there that often is disregarded or is kept in the shade and in silence. So that is the reason that I've been inspired to do this work, for my own journey, my own healing, the man that I've become, to be a partner to my wife, to understand what it is to be in a relationship, to understand how to be a father, a good father, to be in service to community, how to treat people, what's my relationship with everything around me. There's a saying in a lot of these paths, which is aho matak wiyasi, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard that before. And the meaning is that I honor all my relations, and that's the vision that I have with this podcast, is to share with you this unique journey that we're going to go on around the world, sharing with different cultures, different elders, so that you too can apply that to your life, so you too can improve the relationship that you have with the elements around you. A good friend of mine, an Indigenous healer, often says that healing happens when we understand things. When we fully understand a concept or something that sinks in, that's when we have true healing. And that's what I want to offer to everyone out there. I want to send a big thank you to close friends out there, you know who you are, who have been helping me with this project, who have assisted me in acquiring this podcast equipment that I have, and another friend who's been guiding me in this project from a business sense. So I want to give thanks to those two men out there. They know who they are. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with everyone, and I look forward to this journey together. Please write a comment. Let me know what you'd like to hear, if there's something that you'd like to learn about, so that I can use that in the interviews that I have with the elders, the upcoming elders. But I look forward to this first series to share with you here in Australia, to see what magic we can record and places we're going to travel and the beauty that we're going to open. So thank you very much, and I look forward to walking this path together on the Way of Life podcast. Aho.